So yesterday we talked about how the meditation of my heart will lead to the way I communicate, and acceptable meditation in the heart before God will lead to a way of speaking and action that will be acceptable before God. So that is a very powerful truth, and not usually generally understood by many believers, how important meditation can be for the way my life direction will go. So have you ever worried if your thoughts are pleasing to God? Maybe you worried that your actions aren't or your speech isn't, but have you considered, are my thoughts pleasing to God? And how will that happen? And this is really what we're talking about. And Hebrews 4:16, there is that verse, let us draw near to the throne of grace with confidence. It says, with confidence, come and for help. Can I really come with confidence? Can I really have that boldness? And the beauty of the gospel is that because of Jesus, you are fully accepted by God, Ephesians 1:6, and that means that yes, you can come. So so the acceptable meditation of a believer, it's very important. It's about Christ. Okay, it's not about self-analysis. It's not about it's not anything focused on self. It's not self-conscious. It's Christ-conscious, we say. The acceptable meditation of the believer is something very powerful. It's a place where you're not striving to be right before God, and that is a huge deal in a Christian's life. But you are enjoying that you have been made right by Christ, through Christ. Okay, and this is so important. We are not striving to have perfect thoughts. Like, are my thoughts going to be acceptable before God? Don't make that your focus. Okay, but say in your heart, I am going to fix my heart on Him who is perfect. Okay, consider Him, think of Him, think of Jesus, meditate on Him who is perfect. Your acceptance isn't based on the perfection of your thoughts, but on the perfection of your Savior. Okay, that's how it works, and this is why it's so important that we learn to do this, to focus our hearts on God's beloved Son. That when we do that, then our thoughts are acceptable to God, and then our words will be acceptable, and it will amazingly change the way we act in life. So this point about, are my thoughts acceptable to God, that is not the right question. The right question is, am I thinking, am I considering, am I meditating on the person of Christ? And if I do, then that leads to beautiful things also, acceptable things before God. God bless your day.